Good morning, Owls fans. We're here at Ben Davis for the Ben Davis Invitational. And we're getting ready to start. There's been some changes. Made an announcement that Indy Metro has dropped from the tournament. So we will be playing Western Boone and East Central. There was an announcement on the Indy Metro channel about this. So also been dealing with some technical issues. But we're getting ready to play some volleyball here. Looks like our starting lineup is Ivy, Carmichael, McGrew, Nagel, Morrison, and Garrett. Do want to thank all our sponsors today: Texas Roadhouse, Prime Trust Financial Federal Credit Union, Once Upon a Child, Creek Run Environmental Engineering, and we will get to the rest of them after we get started. Burris currently is in the far court. Western Boone is on the near court. They are getting ready to serve. Cross-court attack from Ivy. Falls out of bounds, and that'll be a point to Western Boone. Serve. Handled by Morrison. McGrew. Garrett. Al send it back over, but it goes out of bounds. Maddie Hodgins back to serve. Garrett handles it. She sends it to McGrew. Tipped over from Ivy. Middle attack from Weebell goes in the net, and that'll score the Owls' first point. Trailing 2-1 early in this first set. Senior Khalees Garrett will go back to serve. Serve, there's an ace for Garrett. Owls have tied it up at 2 points apiece. Garrett serve is over. And a second ace for Garrett. Owls now take the lead, 3-2. Garrett's one of the four Owls, kind of in a four-way race for the top and aces. All of them with about 25 aces or more. That one's returned by Weebo. One-handed by Nagel. Sends it over. Catching the Stars. Unexpected. Scores a point for the Owls. Now leading 4-2. Owls seem to be rolling now after a slow start. And there's a service error. Serve from Western Boone, handled by Garrett to McGrew. A slide from Ivy off the block. Ball's on the court. There's a point for the Owls. I'll do a rotation and I'll bring Annie Elvin into the lineup and send Laura Nagel back to the line to serve. Into the block. Lands on Western Boone side of the court. That'll be a point for the Owls. Slide handled by McGrew, one-handed. Owls hustle to take it over, but bounces off the antenna. That'll be out of bounds. That's a side out to Western Boone. Owls leading 6-4. Back to serve number 24, McKenna Way. Morrison. Annie into the block, but goes out of bounds. There's a point for the Owls. That'll put Michael Ivy back to serve. And that goes off the Owls block. That's a point for Western Boone. Owls leading 7-5 in this first set. Brooke Cummings will be back to serve for Western Boone. Ivy handles it to Nagel. Carmichael. And it rolls over. Garrett's there to cover. McGrew with a quick set to Morrison. Back row attack goes into the net and lands on the court. That's a point for the Owls. They've opened up the 3-point lead, 8-5. That'll bring in Helen Beach. McGrew back to serve. Short serve. Oh, not quite enough to get over the net. That'll give a point to Western Boone. There's the serve handled by Garrett. McGrew outside to Elvin. Cross-court attack, and Owls can't get there, just over the net. I'll give another point to the Stars. They only trail by 1. Beach. Nagel sends it to the front. Garrett will send a free ball over. And free ball comes over from Webo. Morrison, Elvin with the swing. There's the attack into the block, covered by Western Boone. There's attack, handled by Beach to Nagel. Garrett pushes it over. Nagel to McGrew. Back to Garrett. And that lands out of bounds. I believe I heard a touch, but nobody's going to call it. So that'll tie us up at 8 points apiece. This communication there for the Owls gives an ace to Western Boone, and that also takes the lead, 8-9. Garrett handles the serve. McGrew. Garrett tips it over the block. And Morrison's there. And she tips it over. And the Stars can't handle it. That'll tie us back up at 9. Send Annie Elvin back to the line to serve. Short serve from Elvin. There's the attack. Dug up by Elvin. To McGrew. Carmichael in off the block. Point to the Owls. Owls now lead 10-9. Elvin serve. Outside attack. Dug up by Elvin, and it goes into the curtain, which will be out of bounds. And that'll tie us up at 10 points apiece. That'll send Caitlin Kaufman to the line for Western Boone. Serve handled by Nagel to McGrew. Garrett tips it over and off the block, finding the hardwood. Point for the Owls. Michael Ivy enters the lineup, and Mia Morrison will be back to serve. There's a big swing, and the block by Carmichael puts it down. A point for the Owls. Morrison to serve again. The attack goes long. Another point for the Owls. They now lead 13-10. Morrison serve. And sliding outside attack goes out, bounce. Point to the Owls. And with that, we'll have a timeout. Give an opportunity to thank our sponsors. O'Neill & Associates, gain from a unique, individualized custom plan using an independent perspective. O'Neill & Associates. Find them at West Fox Ridge Lane in Muncie or at o'neillandassociates.com. Savage's Ale House, serving Savage's signature sandwiches, burgers, and beer. Find them on Facebook at Savage's Ale House or stop in at 127 North High Street, Muncie. Meeks Mortuary, serving all of Delaware County with sensitivity, compassion, respect since 1844. And Fred and Diana Palmer with State Farm Insurance. I want to thank all our sponsors and remind you, once you stop in and see them, please tell them that you heard about them on the Cube. Morrison continuing to serve for the Owls. Outside swing off the block. Back onto Western Boone side of the court. The swing into the net. There's a point to the Owls. Owls have stretched their lead to 5, leading 15-10. And the right side attack goes out, bounce. Another point to the Owls. Morrison continuing to serve for the Owls. Back row attack, handled by Nagel to McGrew. And Ivy with the big swing for the kill. That opens up a 7-point lead. 17-10. Low serve from Morrison, barely clears the net. Off the block, Carmichael's there to and, missed time, but still tipped over by Ivy. There's a roll shot over, Nagel dives for it. Morrison pushes it over to the Western Boone side. Outside attack. Morrison handles it to McGrew. Back set to Garrett. Garrett pushes it over. The outside attack off the net. I gotta say, that didn't look like that got above the tape. That's a point to the Owls, now leading 18-10. Serving error on the Owls. That'll give a side out to Western Boone. Number 10, Maddie Hodgen back to serve for Western Boone. And that lands out of bounds. That'll be an easy point for the Owls. Still leading by 8, 19-11. Senior Khalees Garrett back to serve. Middle attack, and it's tipped by a couple Owls and falls out of bounds. That'll be a point to Western Boone. Owls still leading by 7, 19-12. Morrison McGrew to Ivy. And lands out of bounds. No touch was called. Western Boone serve, handled by Garrett. McGrew sends it over to Ivy. And there's no question that one landed in bounds. That's a point. Owls are now leading 20-13. Laura Nagel back to serve. Ivy again with the big swing. Gets pushed out of bounds by Western Boone. Owls now lead 21-13. And with that, Western Boone's going to take another timeout. See if they can regroup. We'll give an opportunity to thank some more of our sponsors. Rod Cross with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. When it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Stop knocking on wood. Contact Rod at 765-284-5543. He's at the White River Boulevard office. He can answer all your auto, home, life, and business and farm insurance needs. Moe's Southwest Grill. There is no I in team, but there is in burrito. They offer delicious Mexican cuisine made fresh daily. They're located at 909 West McGalliard in Muncie. Berrywinkle frozen yogurt with 14 different flavors of frozen yogurt and more than 50 toppings. Berrywinkle is the best place for dessert in Muncie. And Central Indiana Orthopedics, specializing in joint replacement, physical medicine and rehabilitation, pediatric orthopedics, and sports medicine. They're located at 3600 West Bethel. Owls will be back to serve. Laura Nagel will be doing that. Nagel serve is over. Handled by Westmood. There's the set. Right side attack. Dug up by Garrett. Tipped over by McGrew. Landing right on the line. That's a point for the Owls. Leading 22-13. Serve is over, and the right side attack down the line finds the court, and that'll give Western Boone a point. Owls still leading by 8, 22-14. Back to serve for Western Boone is McKenna Way. Serve handled by Garrett. McGrew. Elvin with the swing into the middle of the court. Elvin digs that one up to McGrew. Ivy tips it over. There's a point for the Owls, leading 23-14. Owls rotate, and Ivy goes to the line for the Owls. Short serve from Ivy. Dug up, there's a set. Little attack. Clean the block, lands on the court. That's a point for Western Boone. Brooks Cummings back to serve for Western Boone. And by Beach, but it goes out of bounds. There's another point for the Stars. Owls continuing to lead by 7, 23-16. Beach sends that one up to the net. Morrison with the swing off the block. Roll shot handled by Elvin. McGrew tips it over. And tipped over, pushed back by Morrison. Sent over. And Beach digs it up on the diving dig. Elvin swings, and it goes into the net. That'll be a point to Western Boone. Stars had a little bit of a run here trying to stay alive in this first set. Owls leading 23. And there's an ace for him. That'll give him another point. Owls still leading by 5. Coach Dodge makes a substitution, sending Ivy into the lineup. Replace a Beach. There's Nagel to McGrew. Morrison down the line. Playing the back corner for Owls' 24th point. That'll send Chloe McGrew back to serve for a set point. There's the set. Outside attack. Off the block. Tip out of bounds by Western Boone. And that'll be the end of the first set. Owls leading 25-18. Join us shortly for the second set. Getting ready for the second set. Morrison will start by serving. Serve. And lands on Western Boone side of the net. That's a point. Oh, net violation. Gives a point to the Owls. Owls now on the forecourt. Western Boone Stars are on the opposite end. Serves over, and that falls out of bounds. And that'll tie us up at 1 point apiece. Maddie Hodgins back to serve for Western Boone. Morrison to McGrew. Ivy sends it over and finds an empty spot in the court. Gives a side out to the Owls. Now leading 2-1. Felice Garrett will be back to serve. There serves over, and there's an ace for Garrett.
Nice serve, Felice.
Serve again. This time's going to be returned by Western Boone. Nagel digs it up. Ivy slams it to the court. That was a big swing there, giving Owls their 4th point, leading 4-1 over Western Boone. Garrett to serve. Back row attack. Falls out of bounds. Point to the Owls. And with that, Western Boone's going to take a timeout. Want to thank Wendy Meyer with LuLaRoe, serving Central and Eastern Indiana, providing simply comfy and affordable clothing for all shapes and sizes of women. Where fashion meets comfort, find her at LuLaRoe Wendy Meyer on Facebook. Doug Meyer with State Farm Insurance, 318 Parkview Drive in Newcastle. Contact Doug for all your auto, home, property, and life insurance needs. Find him at DougIsMyAgent.com. Geddes, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, the official sponsors of the Dodge post-game comments. Located 1717 North Wheeling, where their knowledgeable staff is dedicated to your satisfaction. As always, you can follow all of Burris Athletics on Twitter at Burris Athletics1. And follow me and provide comments and questions during the broadcast at Owls TV1. Owls leading 5-1. Felice Garrett back to serve after the timeout. Sends it down the line. Middle attack. And bounces a cut run through a couple of Owls. That'll be a side out for Western Boone. Owls continuing the lead, 5-2. Garrett receives a serve. Short serve set from McGrew. Ivy sends it over. And down the line, Owls can't get to the corner in time. That's a point to the Stars. That'd be our number one cheerleader, Danny Ivy, on the screen. Serving here on Western Boone.
Go, Laura.
Point to the Owls. Give a shout out to Mrs. Ivy watching us today. Off the block. And Owls can't get there. That's a point to Western Boone. They're leading, or Owls continuing to lead 6-4. McKenna Way back to serve for Western Boone. And she serves it right into the net, and that'll make an easy point for the Owls to have. Owls will rotate, and that'll send Michael Ivy back to the line. Owls leading 7-4. There's a serve to the middle of the court. Tipped over. Ivy handles it to McGrew. And Morrison tries to punch it over, but doesn't quite make it. That'll make 4 touches on the Owls. That's one more than it's allowed. Helen Beach will come into the lineup for the Owls. Nagel handles the serve. McGrew, or Garrett. And must have clipped the antenna on the way over, and that'll be a point for Western Boone. They climb back within 1, 7-6. Beach handles it. She sends it to McGrew. Morrison sends it down the line. And that swings out about. We're tied now at 7. Owls looking for a side out. Garrett. McGrew dives but can't get there. And with that, Western Boone will take the lead, 8-7.
Come on, Owls, side up.
And that'll be another easy point for the Owls as Western Boone serves it right into the net.
Go, Chloe.
Owls will rotate, send Chloe McGrew back to serve. Attack, Garrett's there. McGrew, big swing from Elvin, handled by Western Boone. There's a swing into the block. McGrew digs it up. Nagel's going to send the free ball over to the back row. And roll shot. Ooh, Owls falling everywhere. Garrett, Elvin off the block. Beaches covers. Garrett from the other side. Nagel's there to cover. Morrison sends it over, and now in the rally with an Owls point. Owls take the lead, 9-8. And serve goes long, and that'll tie us up at 9 points apiece. Serve dug up by Nagel. McGrew. Line shot from Garrett. Back row attack. Nagel's there. Sets up Elvin. And tipped over. Finds the hole. That's a point to Western Boone. They now lead 10-9. Beach handles the serve. McGrew sets up Elvin on the close strike. Ooh. Line just says that one out. Owls will make a substitution, bringing Michael Ivy in. Stars leading the Owls 11-9. Nagel, McGrew, throw attack for Ivy, and that's why she came in for the kill. Carmichael rotates in place of Nagel, and Annie Elvin will be back to serve. And it goes out. Nagel rotates back in as the Owls trail by 2, 12-10. Morrison, or Ivy. There's Morrison. And the block. The Owls aren't there to pick it up. Western Boone's opened up a 3-point lead, 13-10. Ivy to McGrew. Carmichael. And left-hand shot doesn't make it over. Point to the Owls. Morrison will be back to serve for the Owls. They trail by 2. Serve. Another serving error on the Owls. Owls trailing by 3, 14-11. And wobbly serve for an ace. And with that, Coach Dodd's going to take a timeout to discuss it. I want to thank Prime Trust Financial Federal Credit Union, where your story matters, offering a variety of consumer and personal financial products and services from Prime Trust Financial Federal Credit Union. Once upon a child. Kid stuff with previous experience. Recycle your children's nearly new items and get paid on the spot. Located at West McGalliard. Creek Run Environmental Engineering, taking a pride in what they do with 24 years of service. Find them at creekrun.com. And Star Insurance, committed to serving the needs of our community by helping protect what matters most, both professionally and personally. You can find them downtown at 400 North High Street. Owls trailing by 4, 15-11. Needing a little bit of run to get back in the lead. Carmichael, McGrew, Ivy, into the block and goes out of bounds. That's a point to the Owls.
Go, police.
Garrett will be back to serve. There's a serve. Back row attack into the block of Ivy. Owls climbing back in, trailing by 2, 15-13. In the block, McGrew tips it up, but the other Owls can't get there in time. Owls trailing by 3, 16-13. Serve goes right to Garrett, to McGrew. Ivy sends it cross court. But tipped out of bounds. That'll be a point to the Owls.
Go, Laura.
Laura Nagel will be back to serve. Outside cross-court attack. McGrew, middle attack from Ivy into the block. She's there to recover. Sends it over to Elvin. She swings it. Sends it to the back row. Off the block. And Elvin's there but can't get it up high enough. That's a point for the Stars. They lead 17-14 over our Owls. Going back to service, McKenna Way. Garrett dives. Ivy with the big swing. Roll shot, and Garrett's there. Tipped out by McGrew. Looked like it landed on the line, but the line judge just said landed out. That'll be a point for Western Boone. Serve from Western Boone goes to Garrett. Swing from Alvin. Nagel's there to cover. McGrew. Alvin again. She swings it around the block. Tipped over. Garrett's there. There's a fight. Lands out of bounds. Last touch by the Owls. Western Boone's open up a 5-point lead. Coach Dodge not liking what he sees. Calls a timeout. Opportunity to thank O'Neill & Associates. Gained from a unique individualized custom plan using an independent perspective. Find them at o'neillandassociates.com. Contact them at 765-896-9553. Savage's Ale House. Serving Savage's signature sandwiches, burgers, and beer. Find them at Facebook at Savage's Ale House to stop in at 127 North High Street. And Meeks Mortuary, serving all of Delaware County with sensitivity, compassion, and respect since 1844. Owls return to the court, trailing by 5, 19-14. Needing something here before this gets out of hand. They need to get back in it. They took the first set, 18-25. McGrew, Ivy sends it over. There's a swing into the block. And a lift called on Western Boone. That'll give a point to the Owls. They needed that there. Trailing 19-15. Ivy serve is over. Weibo dives for it. Roll shot. Ivy gets it. McGrew's going to send it back in the middle of the court. Garrett pushes it over. Owls reset. There's a free ball for Western Boone. Morrison with the big swing. McGrew's there off the block. Back row attack from Ivy. And that goes out of bounds. That gives Western Boone their 20th point and back to a 5-point lead. Helen Beach returns to the lineup for the Owls. Beach to McGrew. Morrison with the swing, and she splits the defenders, giving a point to the Owls. Service will fall to Chloe McGrew now. Ball falls out of bounds. Point to the Owls. There was a lot of rotation on that set from Western Boone. I'm just a broadcaster, not an official, though. McGrew's serve is over. McGrew handles it. Garrett sends it over. Joust and Garrett. Oh, Morrison. There's a swing, and that'll send the serve back to Western Boone with a 4-point lead, 21-17. That'll be an ace for Western Boone. They now lead by 5. 17-22. Mikel Ivy will turn to the lineup for the Owls. Oops. Serve handled by Nagel. McGrew. Ivy with the back row attack. Morrison with the block. And a big swing from Western Boone. Oh! Net violation on the Owls. On the Western Boone. Give a point to the Owls. That was critical time. After discussion, they're going to decide to replay the ball. So Owls trailing by 5, 22-17 as we replay the point. There's a serve. Ivy to Garrett. Morrison sends it over. But that falls out of bounds. That's a point to Western Boone. They are leading 23-17. Ivy. McGrew. Back row attack from Ivy. Tipped over. Elvin's there. McGrew. Short serve from Morrison. And that falls out of bounds. Few too many hitting errors this set for the Owls. Oh! Lands out of bounds, hits the camera. Give you a 3D effect here today. Owls trailing 24-18. Katie Scott came in to serve. And there's a big outside swing. Finishes the set. And the Owls fall 25-18. We'll bring on a third set. We'll be back shortly for that. Fans, as we get ready for the third and the decisive set here as our Owls take on Western Boone. Owls are in the near court in the blue jerseys with the gold numerals. Western Boone's on the far with the gray jerseys with the blue numerals. Owls starting looks like with their typical lineup: Garrett, Morrison, Nagel, McGrew, Ivy, and Elvin. The Stars won the toss, be serving first. Morrison to McGrew, back set to Garrett. Block at the eye. And Ivy gets the block, and then Morrison pushes it over for the score. Served by Garrett. Set. Back row attack. Handled by Morrison. Nagel and McGrew fight over it. Elvin, big swing. There's a swing. And Owls can't get there in time. That'll tie us up at 1 point apiece. Just a reminder, this third set only goes to 15 points. Morrison, McGrew, tipped over to the block by Ivy. Off the block, and tipped out of bounds. Western Boone leading 2-1. Morrison to Nagel, to Ivy, and there's an attacking error. That gives Western Boone a 3-1 advantage. Morrison, and McGrew runs it down but can't get it back into the playing field. Western Boone's opened up a 3-point lead, 4-1. And substitution, Katie Scott comes in to the lineup. Nagel to McGrew. Ivy puts that one down. Owls trailing 4-2. That'll put Nagel back to the line to serve. Morrison returns to the lineup. Morrison, McGrew, Ivy down the line, and Western Boone can't handle it as a point for the Owls. Nagel serves over. The block off, out of bounds. Stars now lead 5-3. And Owls will take a timeout. Get a chance to thank some more of our sponsors. Rod Cross with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood because we have you covered. Contact Rod for your auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance needs. You can get a hold of him at 765-284-5543. He's located at the White River Boulevard office. Moe's Southwest Grill. There is no I in team, but there is an I in burrito, offering delicious Mexican cuisine made fresh ingredients that you love. Located 909 West McGalliard. Berry Winkle Frozen Yogurt. The best place for dessert in Muncie with 14 flavors of frozen yogurt and more than 50 toppings. Owls return to the court trailing by 2 in this third set. Waiting from the serve for Western Boone. There it is. And that'll be an ace. Western Boone now leads 6-3. Garrett and overpass. And the Stars make the Owls pay for that one with a quick dump. And that'll give them their 7th point. Nagel handles that one to McGrew. Ivy waits for it. Free ball. Nagel. McGrew. Ivy again. There's a swing, dug up by Morrison with a big dig. Into the block. And there's a point for Western Boone. They now lead by 5. And Coach Dodge takes another timeout. Want to thank Central Indiana Orthopedics. Their world-class team of orthopedics experts is devoted to providing customized treatment plans focused on your needs and goals. Find them at 3600 West Bethel. Mahdi Grill, serving authentic Egyptian grilled food. Good for groups, dine-in, or takeout. Find them at Mahdi Grill on Facebook or stop in at 2144 West White River Boulevard. Wendy Meyer with LuLaRoe, providing simply comfy and affordable clothing for all shapes and sizes of women. Find her at LuLaRoe, Wendy Meyer on Facebook. And you can keep track of the Owls on Twitter at Burris Athletics 1. And follow me and Provide comments, questions, suggestions about the broadcast at Owls TV1 on Twitter. Owls hoping to regroup here in this third set. They took the first set 25-18, dropped the second one 18-25. Garrett, McGrew, Morrison with the set swing. Nagel, McGrew to Ivy, off the block. There, the Owls needed that point. Still trailing by 4, 8-4. Gabrielle Norton enters the lineup. Serving error on the Owls. Now he's out trail 9-5. Nagel and Beach both return to the lineup. Serve tipped over, dug up by Beach. McGrew tips it over. And double touch by the Stars gives the point to the Owls. And he called it, and we're replaying the point after making the call. Ace for Western Boone. They now lead 10-4. Garrett, Joseph, Nails can't get there. Owls need to stop here. They trail 11-4. Garrett to McGrew. Morrison off the block. Free ball. Garrett to McGrew to Morrison. Net lands out of bounds, giving Western Boone their 12th point. Nagel digs it up, but goes out of bounds. Beach to McGrew. Morrison with the swing. There's Beach with the dig. Morrison sends it down the line. That goes out of bounds. Point to the Owls. Owls need a big run now. Boy, McGrew back to serve. There's an ace for McGrew. And serving error. That'll bring match point for the Stars as the Owls trail 14-6. Garrett to McGrew. Morrison with the right side. That lands inside the court for an Owls point. Nagel comes out. Elvin enters the lineup. Morrison will be back to serve. Back row attack handled by McGrew. Garrett's short set. Over the net, out of bounds. And Owls fall to Western Boone in the third set, 15-14. 7 and lose the match, 2-1. And Owls will be off for a match, and then we'll return to face East Central. So give us about 45 minutes to an hour, and we'll be back with the broadcast.